Hey y'all, welcome to Life on Goldman Road. I am Brenda and you are with me in my messy kitchen. I have not done anything for the last several days because my mother's sister has been rapidly declining and she passed away yesterday. So we have just kind of been pillar to post. We knew this was coming and still it's never easy, but we're going to make it through. This was my mom's last sibling, and it's kind of hard on her. She's 87. Aunt Dean was 90. So, just kind of all of that. We've been dealing with a bunch of stuff with end of life things. So, but I need to make some food because we're going to feed the family tomorrow after the service. And even though I'm part of the family and quite immediate family, I'm still going to chip in. So tonight, we're going to make a red velvet poke cake together. And then, of course, I'll be taking some other stuff too. But this is a new recipe for me that I've been wanting to try. So we're going to try and see if we can get it together. So let me get the recipe. All right, I feel like this cake is almost like a cheat. It sounds so easy because a box of red velvet cake mix. We're going to prepare this according to the directions on the box. Hang on. Sorry, Clarence was calling from the back. Grayson is spending the night tonight, and Clarence is about to get a shower, and then Grayson's going to jump in the shower, and he decided he would do a shower rather than a bubble bath. I think I would choose the bubble bath if I had the option. Package directions for this is a cup of water, a half a cup of vegetable oil, and 3 eggs. So really, really simple. Phone calls. It's been crazy, and it will continue to be crazy probably until tomorrow. So, but that's okay. Once we get this cake mix together, let's see. We're going to cook this in an aluminum pan. It's just a sheet cake, so we don't have to worry about layers or anything like that. So that's why this is really, really easy. So we're going to do a 9x13 aluminum pan. So we are going to bake it at 350. We're going to spray that really well. But once that is finished, let me grab my Kindle here. Now, then we're going to melt. Hang tight. 1 second. I knocked over a cup and I had a dog after it. Once we get it baked, we are going to melt white chocolate chips in the microwave, and we're going to combine that with sweetened condensed milk. It just gets better. Once the cake is cooled, we're going to poke holes in the top, and we're going to pour that sweetened condensed milk mixture over the top of the cake. We're also going to make sure it goes inside those little holes. Then we're going to refrigerate the cake for at least 30 minutes to make sure everything is set. Because that chocolate is going to harden back up, but that sweetened condensed milk is going to put so much moisture in that cake. All right, after the cake chills for about 30 minutes, we are going to top it with cream cheese frosting. It said we could do homemade. I'm doing the easy way out. We're going to do it from the can. It's good. It's fine. It will be okay. The cake will need to be stored in the refrigerator, of course. We're going to eat it tomorrow, but it's going to be in the refrigerator until then. And before serving, you can top the cake with white chocolate curls and sprinkles. Now, this is a Christmas, let me get the name right, Christmas poke cake. We're not going to do Christmas. We just finished Christmas, so we're probably going to leave off the white chocolate curls and the sprinkles. So that's it. Easy peasy. So we are going to put this cake together, get it in the full pan, and into the oven. So I need to preheat my oven, of course. Nothing in there. We had red bean. No, we did not. We had beef tips and rice. I don't know why I wanted to say red beans and rice. Clarence did it a while ago too. We had beef tips with gravy over rice tonight for supper, and so that's on the stove. We had to go to the grocery store today because we were out of pretty much everything. So I have grocery bags everywhere, and then groceries still sitting out, and I don't even know what's over there. My mixer is in the middle of everything back there. We're just going to mix this by hand. It's not hard, and definitely not rocket science. So this would actually be a good cake for a starter baker. I do a coconut cake very similar to this. It's a yellow cake with you bake it, and then you poke holes in it, and you just pour a can of sweetened condensed milk over the top, and then you top it with Cool Whip and coconut. That's it. You keep it in the refrigerator. It is, oh, it's good too. But we're gonna, we could do this the hard way. And I'm not saying it's the hard way. It's not really that hard. We could do the homemade red velvet, which turns out fabulous. But this is really a good boxed red velvet cake. We've had this before. Red velvet is one of Clarence's favorites. So it really does do a really good red velvet cake. Same with this. We could make homemade frosting, and I have all the stuff to do that. I just don't have the energy. So we're gonna do what I consider the cheat. So let me grab a bowl. Let me grab a whisk, our ingredients, and we're gonna get this going. All right, I have all of our ingredients ready to go. So we are gonna put in our cake mix. Three eggs, half a cup of oil, and a cup of water. Easy, easy, easy. And then we're going to just mix it together. If you can hear Jake, he's muttering tonight. He's at the water bowl, and someone walked past him, and he did not like it. So he had to tell him that he was drinking right now. All right. Let's scrape really hard around the edges. And that is it. Let me grab our pan. All right, we got our pan. Let's get everything transferred over. Alright. Oh, there was a little bit that didn't get mixed in. Our oven is preheated. Get all of our goodie out. And of course the fire radio is going off, so I apologize for that. I had someone tell me that I talk too much. So if you want the recipe to this, just look below in the description, and the link to the recipe will be there. I'm going to put this in the oven for about 30 minutes. All right, I have our chocolate melting in here. We're going to do 30 seconds at a time. That's a cup of white chocolate chips. Let's check them. All right, we have our sweetened condensed milk and our white chocolate in here. It only took a minute for our white chocolate. We're going to kind of give this a mix. Get this combined, and then we're going to go over and poke holes in the top of our cake. It's almost cold. It's still a little warm, but I would rather do it when it was a little warm. That way it would absorb this moisture that we're going to be putting into it. So that just looks wonderful. All right, let's go poke holes. I'll be honest, I was going to use my wooden spatula there to do the holes, but this will work just fine. Now you can put them, you know, wherever you think they should go. But we're just going to go down through here, kind of. Okay. All right, now we're going to take our white chocolate and our sweetened condensed milk and pour over the top. Give it one more kind of stir. And then be sure to scrape everything out of the bowl. All right. Now we're just going to go through and kind of spread it. We're going to spread it out kind of like it's frosting. But we're going to make sure that we get down into the holes and along the sides, because we want this to really absorb into the cake. All right. There we are. Oh, that looks so good. So good. Sorry, being New Year's Eve, they are doing traffic stops left and right. Everybody please stay safe out there. I promise if you need a ride, your family will not mind that you wake them up during the night. Please don't drink and drive. All right, I think we're good there. We're going to stick this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to top it with our frosting. Okay, we've got our frosting. This has been in the refrigerator for a while. The cake has. So we're going to just scoop on our frosting. I have an extra can if we need it, but we're going to see how this goes. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do. We don't have to do anything fancy, just smear it on. But I think I am going to do the extra can just because it's probably going to be a little thin. Let me just grab that other container. All right, got our extra can and just scooped out some. We may not need it all. All right, that was probably, well, it was almost the whole can, but there's a little bit left in there. I think this will be enough on it. We're not looking for an award for this, just something that somebody's going to eat. right. And we're going to let it go with that. Now we could do sprinkles and the chocolate like they suggested, but we're going to just let it go just as it is. Sorry. We are going to put our top on it and put it in the refrigerator until we are ready to serve. But there it is, our red velvet poke cake. All right, there's our cake. I need to sit down and figure out what I'm going to do for tomorrow, so I'll have a list ready to go. It is New Year's Day. We are going to have traditional New Year's Day food, just kind of on a bigger scale with the rest of the family. But anyway, there's our cake. The recipe is going to be down below, so be sure to click the description if you want that link to the cake. But I'm going to hop off of here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching and just hanging out with me. So until next time, I'll see you later.